Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jess. Welcome back to my garden for another video. Today, I am so anxiously ready to get ready for today's garden project. Like, do y'all see this mess behind me? What is this? Like, this does not even look like my garden. Y'all know I like my garden beds to be nice and tidy. I can't stand seeing a weed. But today, we are finally going to be starting to get this bed whipped back into shape. If you guys are new to my channel and have not been following along, this is what I used to call Rehab Row. I have formally made this into a bed 2 years ago, renamed it to Rainbow Row, and earlier this season, I did a huge trenching project to bury all of my drip lines underground, and I had to transplant a bunch of things out of this bed. So since then, I have not really done anything except water what is already over there, and you can see the weeds have just taken over. So I have a ton of cardboard that I have been hoarding, waiting to put down because we finally have more than 2 days without expecting rain. So it's about 6 o'clock when I'm filming now. I have a couple of hours before I run out of daylight. My goal today is to at least get half of this done. Like, I want to at least get the bed shaped so I can start getting my wheels together, because y'all, I can't even figure out where I want things to go until the bed is shaped. So we're gonna go ahead, get to work, because y'all, I just can't take it no more. All right, so really quickly before we get started, I'm gonna give you guys a nice before shot of what we are working with. Like, look at this. This is all weeds. Yes, I do have, I think this right here is my hibiscus, so I need to know not to take that out. This right here is my red blooming peony, and then somewhere in all these weeds I have 2 beard's tongue. Literally everything else I am just going to sheet mulch. We're going to kill off all of this vegetation. I do have a rose here in a pot, which y'all, this is second set of blooms. I'm doing so good. Like, look, the leaves. Okay, disregard this yellowness down here. I told y'all, me and roses don't get along. I don't do good with the foliage, but so far so good. It's in a pot. I've been watering it. My kufia back here is coming into bloom. I do have 3 of them. These 2 over here have not bloomed. I'm thinking because they've been transplanted several times. And this, y'all see this weed? Look at this. I do have 3 azaleas in the back here. I'm going to give those a haircut. And then we have just my tetragona, which I transplanted earlier, I want to say about a month ago now. And then I have my red bud in the back. This right here is a I think this is Limelight Prime. This one will be transplanting eventually, but not today. And then you guys saw I did plant a few trees in this bed as well. This is my weeping blue Alaskan cedar. I have a weeping blue spruce, and then we have a moonglow juniper, which is just there temporarily. I know it's leaning. We got to get the bed together, y'all, okay? I've got 2 blue star junipers down here that I transplanted temporarily. And then this is my gorgeous blue atlas cedar, y'all. I just love this tree. It is so pretty. And then behind it, I have a couple of daylilies. I think 2 peaches, pink stoke aster is what they're called. They bloom purple. They're just starting to set their buds. If you guys can see that, I know they look like weeds. And then I've got some salvia down here. I did also transplant. I know it looks really bad, y'all. Literally, I need to come out here and water. But this is my pink chiffon rose of Sharon. It used to be planted here. I transplanted it over here maybe like a week ago. It's starting to bloom, so it's a little stressed, but it'll be okay. All right, so up here on the patio, I have been collecting a ton of cardboard. As you guys can see, I've got some over there, some over here. I've got some in my garage. Let's just go ahead and get it laid out. Okay, so for plan of action, because y'all know I am so visual, I think I want to, like, this is what's really stressing me out. So I need to get this under control. I think if you guys can see where I have my edging laid out here, this is what's marking the start of the edge of my pathway. So I'm thinking I want to go ahead and take the bed all the way out to this curve here, curve around my tree. So it'll be kind of like a island poke out, if you will, and get this entire area all covered up because I have some really large pieces of cardboard. So I'm gonna start with those first and work my way down to the smaller sections.
We've been driving around singing songs way too loud because we wanna, picking up our love friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna, yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine, we got gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young, don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own. We came to party all night long and sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone. Making plans so fast we go, worried us when no one knows just how we want it.
All right, you guys, so I am going to stop here for now, but I feel like I've made really good progress. I'm starting to see some type of shape. I did come in and hand pull a bunch of stuff, y'all, because I do have some perennials over here where you can see peeking through here. So I'm going to come in and finish hand pulling in between these back gaps here, come in and lay the cardboard. But y'all, just having this much covered, like not be able to see those weeds, feels so good. So basically I made a little curve around my tree here. I'll come in and like make it a nice actual curve, but I'm just working with the cardboard for now. But it curves around here, and then just filled in this entire space. Again, this hydrangea will be coming out eventually, but for now it's going to stay. And then we still have all of this left to cover and shape. I haven't really decided how I want to connect. I'm thinking the curve is probably just going to end up going kind of like this down to my shed here. But y'all, whew, one more task, check off the list. Like, look at this. Oh, and I can see my pathway forming coming in, be a nice soft curve coming around, and I have a ton of planting space. I'm so excited about it. All right, you guys, so I am actually out at Walmart getting their mulch. Their mulch is supposed to be black. I can tell already. It looks very brown to me, but I mean, I just need to put this down, let it serve its purpose. It's $2.47 right now. Lowe's is 3 for $10, which makes the bags $3.33 each. This is the cheapest I could find other than finding busting bags at Lowe's. All right, y'all, so I am off work. We are back with day 2. I've got all of the mulch bags that I purchased today laid out. It's a total of 12 bags, plus I think I have like maybe 5 or 6 from my previous shipment. So let's go ahead and just get to mulching. Here's where we left off yesterday. You guys can see all the cardboard that I laid out is kind of looking warped just because we did get a big rainstorm last night, and it's also dried out throughout the day. So I'm going to go ahead and get as much done as I can. All right, y'all. So this is how much all 12 bags that I just purchased today got done for me. So I got all of this area, like the bulk of the bed mulched. All right, y'all, day 2 of this project complete. I got this much done and it's starting to look really, really good, y'all. And I'm actually impressed with Walmart's mulch. It's a whole lot darker than the Stay Green. Do y'all see this? So this right here is all the Stay Green, and then look at the Walmart black. Might be onto something for next year. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna call it a night for tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow to finish up the other side. All right, you guys, so we are now on day 3 of this project. I just got off work and the sun is beaming, but whew, we literally only have 2 more days of like good dry weather before we're expecting rain for like 5 days straight. So I'm going to try and get as much of this done as I can today. I just want to go ahead and get the cardboard down, and then tomorrow we can do all the mulching because I need to go buy some more mulch. But let me turn the camera around and show you guys where we're going to be working. All right, so you saw yesterday that I got this area mulched. I did lay down a couple pieces of cardboard here. I hand pulled up through my couple of perennials that I have here. These are 2 Asiatic lilies that bloom orange. And then I have a little Stella de Oro daylily, which I think I'm going to dig that one out. Yeah, let's dig that one out today before I mulch that area, and I want to transplant it over in front of my air conditioning unit. But anywho, I do have a couple of bags of mulch that I left in the back there to mulch the back side of my arbs. Still need to come in and get some more mulch so that we can finish mulching this entire area over here. Haven't really decided where I want these 2 Kufia to go just because I don't know what color they bloom. All 3 of these bloom a different color, so we'll see what those blooms come up. I might not get any this year, so they may just be there for now. But anywho, I still need to come in and trim my azaleas. And then let's swing around this way to the front side of the bed. I got all of this mulched, and we've got cardboard here. I still need to finish cardboarding to smother out the weeds back here. And then we're going to finish off the curve down this way, which really, I haven't really thought out how I want the shape of the bed to be. It used to come from the end here and swing around, if you guys can follow my finger, up and swivel out. But my shed here is now a new consideration I have to take. So I do plan on getting 2 steps built right here in the center, and I kind of want, if I'm standing here, I want the walkway to curve out and around to the center of my yard. So really, we might be able to go ahead and just sheet mulch all of this, which gives me more planting space. Really, really loving that idea. So I'm going to go ahead and get the cardboard laid, and then I'm going to run to the store, get some more mulch, so we'll be all ready to go finish up this project. Well, y'all, slight change of plans. My boyfriend just got home, and he's going to let me use his truck to go get some mulch. So we're going to do that first, and then I'll come back and sheet mulch. So we are back from Walmart. My boyfriend just took the first load, but we got 20 bags of mulch. I also went to the clearance section, and they had their Eclipse hydrangeas marked down to $7 each. So I did grab 3. They're all the way in the back there. So we're going to unload, and let's get to sheet mulching. So here are the 3 Eclipse hydrangeas that I got. Again, these were marked down, Walmart clearance, $7 each, you guys. So I'm just going to cut these back, let them reflush out, and they'll bloom gorgeous for me next year. I'm so excited. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and cut back my azaleas because I see my first 2 Japanese beetles of the season. That is not good. Let's go ahead and trim these back. Okay, so there was definitely more than 2, so I guess these will be my host plants for the Japanese beetles, which I am totally fine with as long as they leave my blooms alone. All right, coming down home stretch. So this is the last little section that I'm going to actually lay cardboard, and then the rest I think I can just get away with just heavily mulching for the rest of the season. All right, y'all, so I got all the cardboard laid out. It feels really good because when I tell y'all cardboarding is the least part of sheet mulching that I enjoy. Like, I just don't like fitting all the little pieces. It's like putting together a puzzle. Mulching is where it's at. I love mulching. That's my favorite garden chore. So really quickly, before the sun goes down, I want to go ahead and cut back the hydrangeas that I just purchased on clearance. I get a lot of questions on how I regrow my hydrangeas when I purchase them in clearance. So I'm going to show you guys what I do. It's super easy. All right, y'all, so here are the 3 Eclipse hydrangeas that I just purchased from Walmart clearance for $7. I've actually been eyeing these for the past few days, just waiting for them to come mark them down, and they finally marked them down today. So normally when I first bring a clearance plant home, the first thing I do is water it. I just water it, let it sit for a day, wait to see what will perk up, and then I can determine what needs to be cut back. So these, I'm pretty sure, are not going to perk up too much. This one actually might be okay. I see some pretty good leaves on this one. This one right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and hack everything back. Normally I try to leave some foliage so that the plant can still photosynthesize, but you really wanna cut off any blooms, anything dead, so that the roots can really focus on recovering and pushing out new growth. So let's go ahead and do the worst one first, which is this one here. I'm just pretty much gonna go in. You guys can see all of the leaves on this look pretty bad. I just watered them, but I'm gonna go through and just cut everything down pretty much to an even height. And typically I like to go through and just do a rough, even cut first, and then I'll go back in and prune out what I need to. Just get all of this scraggly, dead, under and overwatered growth off of here. All right, so I think that's pretty much good for height-wise. Okay, so this is what we're left with. Oh, we've got some stragglers. Snip those real quick. And y'all, I left my pruners out overnight, and look how quickly they rusted. I literally just bought these beginning of this season. Okay, so this is what we are left with, and all of this will flush out with new growth. So I'm just gonna go in and clean up all of these dead, kind of squiggly, wimpy looking leaves here. So the plant is not trying to recover those, it'll just flush out new leaves. And when you're making your cuts, most of your cuts, you should be able to see some green in the stems, which I'll show you guys. If you see brown, that branch is gone. Go ahead and just take it out, which I'm gonna go ahead and take this whole thing because it is all mushy. Leave that, that's a good leaf. This is dead. Let's see if I can get to it. There we go. And this is all dead. All right, so this is what we're left with, and you guys can see each of the stems where I cut, there's still some green in them, which means this plant is still alive. It just needs to recover. Anything that is brown, actually this one right here is brown. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one, cut it down to where I see a node of green leaves, which, perfect. So now all I need to do is repot, which I will do tomorrow. I want to let these sit just overnight, and I do have some pots that I need to clean out first before I can repot them. Let's move on to one that has a little bit more healthy looking foliage. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and trim off all of the blooms. Again, you want to make sure that it's not trying to push out energy to those blooms. I'm going to cut off all the blooms, and then any good foliage I will leave. Anything dead is going to go. All right, so all of these wimpy stems are going to go. See, the plant is not going to be able to support this, so I'm just going to cut it back. I'll take it right above a node, just to be careful. All right, do you see this here? This is a pretty good example if I can get my camera to focus. So here we have a nice long bloom stem. I'm going to follow this all the way down, not to this leaf here, but this next set of new growth that's coming out. That's where I'm going to snip right above it. There we go. All right, and get rid of this scraggly growth over here. And then we've got a couple more blooms and she'll be good. So I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing on this last one here. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it back real hard, cut out any dead. I'm gonna speed this up and show you what it looks like in the end. All right, so here is all 3 of my hydrangeas all cleaned up. I'm gonna leave them sitting out here for now, and then tomorrow I will come in and repot them into a nice pot. I'll let them recover in the pot, and then once they are healthy, we'll put them into the landscape. So here's what all 3 are looking like, and here is the aftermath. Just to give you guys a visual, this is how the Eclipse hydrangea will look once they recover. I do have 2 of them planted in my front garden bed, and it's doing phenomenal. All right, y'all, so I got all the cardboard laid out on the back side of my bed, as well as over on this side over here, which I'll probably come in and finish designing the curve once I can see more mulch down. I did go ahead and open up a few bags of mulch just to help hold the cardboard in place. We'll be back tomorrow to spread it out. Just kidding, y'all. I forgot I have to transplant my daylily that I dug out. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, and daylily would be going right here, right next to this one. Y'all, how perfect is this? I literally dug the hole and it ends up right in between my 2 drip lines, so it'll get adequate water. How perfect! Let's go ahead and tuck her in. Oh, that is a perfect fit. Yes. Okay, I can't film with one hand. Let me get her backfilled. Ooh, y'all, that worked out perfect. So I do have this one here planted as a trial. So far, it's been here, I think about 3 weeks now, and it's been doing great with the AC running. And speaking of that, there's my AC cooking in, but I do have one here now, and I have one more that I do plan on transplanting on this side, so I'll have a nice trio planted in front of the AC unit. Good morning, you all. So I am out super early this morning. I've got a nice break in my schedule for about 45 minutes, so I'm going to try and get as much mulch done as I can. We are supposed to get almost to 90 degrees today, so I'm taking advantage of the cooler weather this morning, and then hopefully later this evening I can finish up whatever I don't get done. y'all. Look who I found. So my boyfriend found him the other day while he was mowing, and he's been looking for him. So he'll be excited to see that I found a turtle. You wanna come out? Say hi. It's okay. You trying to escape? I had put you in a nice safe place and you're trying to get out my fence now. Okay, I'm gonna put him outside my fence because that's apparently where he wants to be. He is trying his hardest to get away. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. I'll put you right back here with the bunnies, okay? You find your way wherever you'd like to go. Have a great life. What's so funny is my boyfriend was mowing 2 days ago and he found him and I was like, put him back, put him somewhere safe. So I put him inside my fence line, and just now I found him trying to get out of the fence. So I moved him into my east side garden, put him in some plants, and just came back out, and now he's here. So my boyfriend has named him Fred, and I think it's so cute. I'm gonna get him some lettuce in a little water bowl. So I've given him a little water bowl from my kitties and a few pieces of lettuce. Hopefully he likes it. I moved him into the shade, so enjoy the new shade garden. Whew, y'all, it is so humid out here, but I literally got all the bags put down that I brought out here. I do have 3 more bags that I need to bring from my front yard to the backyard, which I'll do this evening, and I'm thinking, let me turn that camera around to show you guys. So I did mulch over there, so I'm thinking I probably want to extend my curve even more because my pathway only needs to be 4 feet wide. So I can come in, put some more cardboard, get some more mulch. But I need to finish mulching this curve here, make it an actual curve because this looks crazy. So another bag here or so, and then still need some bags to finish off this end and then also behind all of my arbs. So I'm thinking probably 10 bags should do it, but I'm going to get 15 just to have some on hand. Look at the view from this side. Oh, it's starting to look so good, you guys, and I have so much planting space still. This gets me excited. So what I'm actually going to do next is get a 2x4 that is exactly 4 feet long, come in and measure how wide my pathway needs to be so I know exactly how to clean up this edge here. But yeah, y'all, I am so excited for all of this planting space, and I can't wait to show you guys the finished look. All right, so I was out here doing this on a meeting break that I actually have already completed, so this worked out perfect. I'm gonna run back into work and I will see you guys later this evening. All right, y'all, so welcome to part 4 of this project now. I am off work. We are about 85 degrees out here right now. We've got some nice cloud cover, but when I tell y'all the humidity out here is so thick, oh my goodness. But we are expecting rain for the next 6 days straight, so I definitely want to go ahead and get the cardboard completely covered tonight. So I did go pick up the additional bags that I need. I went and picked up 15 bags, so hopefully that is enough to do the entire back row of the arborvitaes. And then also I found something that I can use to measure out the width that I need for my pathway here to see if I can maybe fill in some of this space down here. So definitely want to do that. And then also I want to maybe, if we have time, get my hydrangeas repotted. Y'all saw I cut them back last night. They definitely need to be repotted because there's barely any soil in their pots. So let's go ahead and get to work.
I swear that's Hydrangea.
All right, y'all, so I finished the right side of the bed. What I'm going to do now is work on measuring out how wide I want my path to be so I can lay down a little bit more cardboard. And what I'm going to be using to measure is so unconventional, but this is half of a curtain rod that I have. This is exactly 48 inches long, so this is perfect for me to use this as my spacer.
The crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really want.
Ooh, y'all, that's pretty wide of a space. I wasn't expecting that much additional space. I don't know if I have cardboard wide enough for this. Let me go check my stash.
Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah.
All right, you guys, so it is the next day. Let me turn the camera around and show y'all what I got done yesterday. It's looking so good. So here it is. Isn't it so massive, y'all? Like, I was not intending to have this much new planting space. Like, literally, I was only planning on having maybe a slight little curve come out this way, more protruding this way, and then y'all, oh my gosh, I can't even get my thoughts together. I'm so excited about it. So let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory on this entire area. So if you all are new to my channel and have not been following along the past 7 years that I've had my YouTube channel, my entire backyard used to be nothing but weedy grass. There was not a single plant back here. So initially, I did create a bed along my neighbor's fence line here. Yes, this is not my fence. I get a lot of questions as to why this fence is different. This is my neighbor's fence. They still have some areas that they need to come in and finish painting. It is a shadow box wood fence. But anywho, I created a bed along this fence called Rehab Row, which was a bed I created initially to plant all of my clearance plants that I find and rehab them until they find a place in my landscape. So I did retire Rehab Row a couple years ago, and I made a formal planting bed called Rainbow Row. So with that, I did plant a whole hedge of these Homestop arborvitaes, which they are all different sizes because I got them at different times as I could find them on clearance. This one right here in the center was the first one that I planted. It was the only plant that I had in Rehab Row. So it has grown a ton, y'all. Like when I first planted it, only came up to, I think, the middle the middle row there. So it's put on a ton of growth. I'm so excited to see the rest of them fill in. And then I also, with that, attempted to plant, ooh, that's thunder. Let me hurry up and wrap this up. I attempted to plant groupings in the order of rainbow colors. So all my pinks were here, reds and oranges, my yellow greens, and then my blue purples towards the end, which I do intend on continuing that. I will be reconfiguring all the plants in this space just because I had to do a lot of moving and transplanting when we did our trenching project earlier this summer. Or earlier this spring, I'm sorry. So this half of the bed will probably be more of a mixed border planting, which I'm still working on the design, you guys. I, again, was not intending to have this much space, but I'm so loving it, y'all. I'm so excited about it. So really quickly, let me kind of explain what I did and why. So when I first retired Rehab Row and made this a formal planting bed, I did sheet mulch the bed with cardboard. I also topped it off with a really thick layer of compost that I ordered from Soil Cubed. It's the big yellow bag. And then I topped that off with some mulch. So the back area from the Tetragona back is all really nice, rich planting soil. So I didn't feel the need to put any compost down. I just wanted to smother everything, top it off with some mulch, and it'll be fine. This new space here, because there was already turf, it already has a really nice soil to dig in, but I probably will come in later this fall, put in some compost on top of this mulch, and then in the spring I'll top it off with some fresh mulch as well, so we can start getting this to be a nice, rich area to plant in as well. Also, this tree right here on the corner, this is my weeping blue Alaskan cedar. This is going to get massive, you guys. So I need you to use a little bit of your imagination. This hydrangea here will be coming out. This is a limelight prime, which will be transplanting over to the other side of my fence line behind me. So once that comes out, I'll have even more space, y'all. But this one right here gets a spread of 15 feet at maturity, which is going to take years, but I will need to continue to extend this bed as it grows. So it's going to go 7 feet in all directions. And this curve here, if you can follow my finger, will be a nice soft curve around the tree. So this will be a focal point. So I'm so excited about it. Also, I did come in, and if you guys can see here, I did come in and sprinkle some preen on top of all of the mulch just to help with new weeds from coming up, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything underneath will die down. Y'all saw this area was covered in weeds. Like, let me go ahead and insert the before picture, and now look at the after. It is such a transformation. I'm so excited about it. So yeah, you guys, definitely stay tuned. I have a ton of projects coming up in this space, and I'm so excited about it. So yeah, you guys, that is going to wrap up today's project. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it inspirational as always. I have a ton of planting projects coming up, so you guys definitely stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not already. Definitely stay tuned, because I will be doing a full backyard garden tour now that this space is all done, and I'll give you a full in-depth plant by plant tour of what I have planted in this bed and what will be up and coming. So you guys, leave me a comment down below, subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace.